expected at Madison Square Garden. The big fights are being talked about, whether that's Canelo Alvarez, Gennady Golovkin. But first, the toughest test of his career on Saturday night against someone we know very well, the world-class Jason Quigley, looking to make his charge in the 168-pound division in a tremendous fight between these two at the Garden on Saturday. We're going to talk to the trainers as well, Mark Foray and Andy Lee. Andy, we'll start with you. Last time out was a win for Jason at 168-pound. Before that, the Demetrius Andrade fight as well. You weren't there. It was a fight that unfolded very quickly, but when this opportunity arose at 168, you guys really fancied this fight and a massive opportunity for Jason on Saturday.
Exactly. That's how I see this, as an opportunity. It's for Jason to leapfrog all the other contenders and put himself right in the window as the leading contender at 168. Jason's had a tough experience against Andrade, going in without your head coach, traveling over there, fighting the most avoided fighter, one of the most avoided fighters in boxing, and then to get your jaw broken with the first punch, which was always going to be hard after that. But we took some time out, and he's proven his desire to me in the gym. I pushed him hard every day, and he's never failed me once. And we've worked on the tactics, we've got the strategy, and I think now is the right time for Jason Quigley to finally fulfill his potential and show the world how good he is.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of Irish boxing, a lot of people have been talking about Jason for a long time, had some big wins stateside as well. We know the quality of Demetrius Andrade, an elite fighter. This man here, there is a lot of hype. We know he's a great fighter as well, but by far the toughest test of his career on Saturday night.
Yeah, I think so. And he's a good young fighter, strong and aggressive. But I think to fight Jason at this stage of his development is a mistake. I think they're meeting at the wrong time. It's the perfect time for Jason, for me. And Edgar's a great fighter, will come good eventually, but I think Saturday night's probably just a step too far.
And finally, knowing the boxing game like you do, and have been there before when you've almost been counted out and then an opportunity's presented itself as well. Like you said quite rightly, that massive opportunity for Jason that can change his career, his life completely on Saturday.
Sometimes the stars align in fights. You know, you have a bad performance, you think it's the worst thing that can happen to you. But sometimes in the long run, it works out for the best. That's how this boxing works, and it's what's written for you, what's made for you will happen. And Jason had that tough experience in New Hampshire, and he had to dig deep and find out, did he really want to be in this game? And he's shown to me that he has. He had a good win last time, good 10 rounds, only in April, and we've continued the training right through. He got married for a week, went away for a week, got married, but came back stronger and hungry, and I think he's motivated by that. Shout out to his wife, April, who's here. And he can change his life with a good performance on Saturday night.
Thank you, Andy. Mark, welcome. You guys back together after a long stint early in the career as well. A massive moment for Edgar on Saturday night. We know about his potential, and we know about the potential of stardom and world championship fights. But I think everybody knows the toughest fight of his career coming up on Saturday.
Absolutely. We can talk about this till the sun comes in. Right. This is his best opportunity against his best fighter up to this point. He talks about leaps and bounds, how he's grown. Edgar has grown way above levels. This is just a level he has to pass. This is something that Edgar's taking. This is Edgar's championship fight. I think every fight we take now is a championship fight. That's the mentality you have to have. So he's the next one up. He should be the next one down, and we move forward. Edgar's mentality is totally different. He said something very true. Edgar's aggressive, he's powerful, but what they don't know is that Edgar can box, Edgar can cut the ring, and we're expecting that. If he comes to fight, beautiful, Lion's Den, we'll bang it out. But he's not Andy Lee. We know Andy Lee used to bang, he doesn't bang. So we're ready to go chase and hunt. So we're gonna be there, and it's gonna be a good fight. I know he's coming to fight, and we trained for him for that. He's a good fighter, and we're ready for it.
In your opinion, how good is this man? We know he has to prove himself against Jason on Saturday night, but of course everyone talking about the big fight, sometimes that can be very dangerous when you have a world-class opponent, but you believe this man has the ability to go all the way in the sport?
100%, Eddie. I truly believe that. We'll see it June 24th, and you'll see it as well. I know you're excited to see it as well as I am. That's the big thing. he's gonna show you and the rest of the world. I know what he does. We're back together again. I know exactly what he does. This kid is coming to work. It's gonna be workman's like. This is New York. We're blue collar. We work. He's gonna come to work. He's bringing his boots, so we'll be ready.
Thank you, Mark. Jason, you look great all week. I remember seeing you on the week of Demetrius Andrade. As always, everyone looks tight at the weight. You've been smiling all week. I'm sure those extra 8 pounds have been really nice. As Andy says, boxing's a strange game. You know, after that Demetrius Andrade world title fight, I'm sure you were very down and looked at your future. And all of a sudden, after a solid win just a couple of months ago, which will put you in great stead for Saturday night, what an opportunity for you at Madison Square Garden on Saturday.
Yeah, this is a massive opportunity for me to come here on this stage, on this platform, and to really show my worth now. You know, I know people have been overlooking me and stuff like that, so this is my opportunity now to put a respect and put a stamp on my name, and that's what I plan on doing on Saturday night.
You're always a talked about prospect, but you're one with a tremendous amateur pedigree. Everyone knows how good you are, and you've proved it at a certain level, and obviously you stepped up, you got injured in that fight as well. But kind of like the moment of your career on Saturday night to prove to everybody how good you are. People back home in Ireland, you're going to have great support in the arena as well. So it's going to be a great atmosphere. But you believe you have the beating of this man as well. You've seen the hype. I know you respect him as a fighter, but you believe you are the better fighter going in there on Saturday.
100%. You know, I back myself all the way. The training that I've done, the stuff that we've been through, come through, progressed from, I know I'm the better man. And Edgar is a great fighter. He's going to come here to win, which is going to make it an incredible fight. But I'm the man. I'm here to become champion. I'm here to progress my career, to progress my life, and that's what I got to do in fight night.
You've been there before. You've seen the hype in boxing for years, and a lot of hype around this guy as well. Do you like the fact that, you know, those other fights are getting mentioned and you are the underdog on Saturday? There's not huge pressure on yourself other than the pressure that you and your team put on yourself. But do you like the fact that almost the pressure is on this man on Saturday and you're ready to quietly go around about your work and get this victory?
Yeah, that's what I've been doing, you know, throughout my whole career, even as an amateur. We've been going into, as Edgar's coach says, they're the Lions Den. I've been doing that, going to Kazakhstan, going to Russia, fighting all these fighters in these big arenas with no even English being talked there. Do you know what I mean? I've been in these hostile environments. I've come through these hostile environments, and that's nothing to be concerned about or to be worried about on fight night, because I've experienced this. I've come through this already. But I've so much belief in myself, so much belief in my team around me, the work that we've put in, and I know the opportunities that can come from this fight, and that's what makes it so exciting. And everybody knows me. I don't put myself out there too much. I don't, you know, live up to all this hype and everything like that there. That's not the type of person that I am. I like to come in here. I like to do my job, what I'm here to do, what I'm here to get paid to do. And that's what I plan on doing, you know, coming in here, putting in a great performance on Saturday night and walking away a winner.
And finally, people are talking about the big fights for him, but as Andy said, this fight changes your career, your life. You win this fight, opens a door to all of those guys, Golovkin, Munguia, Canelo. I mean, it's so many big fights out there for you if you can defeat this man on Saturday.
Yeah, we know the opportunities are there. We know the doors that this fight can open. But I haven't even thought about these guys. Do you know what I mean? The only man's been in my head, Edgar. That's all I've been preparing for. That's all that I'm getting ready for. And whatever happens after that happens. Do you know what I mean? But the only focus for me now is Edgar and Saturday night.
Thanks, Jason. Edgar, welcome. The time is finally here. The hype is already set, and the pressure is on Saturday night. I think there's no doubt about it. Everyone's expecting a big performance from you. You've been talking the talk, and time to walk the walk at Madison Square Garden on DAZN on Saturday.
Yeah, sir. You know, I just want to thank DAZN. I want to thank Matchroom. I want to thank you. I want to thank Jason Quigley and his team for taking the fight. You know, it's a big weekend. You know, I'm back home, a year layoff, no promotion. Like I said, man, I'm back home and I'm ready to perform.
You've talked about you choose violence on Saturday night. Is that the kind of performance that we need from you? You're ready to go in there and cause chaos on Saturday night. We know Mark said you can box, you can punch, but you feel you need to make a statement with it as well on Saturday.
Yeah, for me, I don't really put too much pressure on me on that. You know, I know a lot of people is they trying to, you know, downgrade Jason Quigley and say, you know, there's gonna be an easy fight. I know he's gonna make it a difficult fight. I know that for a fact, cause he's gonna run off the Rose fight and the Coceros fight, moving our box around, you know. So we prepare well for that. You know, in my opinion, it's gonna be actually a difficult fight because he's not gonna stand in the middle of the ring with me. You know, so we're just looking for fireworks, man. That's all. You know, I've been prepping very well for him. You know, he's a great fighter. Much respect to him and his team. You know, but we gotta handle business this weekend.
Just a handful of tickets left. We're going to be completely sold out on Saturday. Main event for you in New York. This is the perfect platform, the perfect opportunity to go on to where you want to be.
No, for sure, man. And I just want to thank all my fans around the world that, you know, that's buying tickets. All my supporters, all Boricua, ya tú sabes, de los míos, everybody here, man. You know, I want to thank my team. I'm excited, man. Another sold-out show. Once again, on for a year layoff. You know, this is blessings, man. And like I said, man, I'm well-rounded right now. I feel great. You know, I'm ready to go.
And my final question is, with all the hype, you know, the float that you had at the Puerto Rican Brigade just last week, the main event at Madison Square Garden, no pressure on you or pressure to perform, or you put that pressure on yourself, but you know that the real stars shine under this kind of pressure, and it's time for Edgar Berlanga to make a statement on Saturday.
Oh, of course. For me, it's bigger fish out there. You know, for sure. You know, they're talking about, you know, the Triple G's, the Charlos. These are the type of guys that I want to get in the ring with. You know, I'm already at that level where I'm seasoned and ready to step in and get to that level. And I got to just, you know, beat the shit out of Jason Quigley this weekend. You know, chocarlo, mátalo, ya tú sabes. And that's what it is, you know, it's this weekend.
Well, Edgar Berlanga, Jason Quigley, going to be an incredible atmosphere at Madison Square Garden on Saturday night. Fantastic card and a great main event between these two. Wherever you are around the world, don't miss it. Live and exclusive on DAZN. We'll see you for the weigh-in tomorrow. As I said, limited tickets left. It's going to be completely sold out on Saturday night. We'll see you there for a great night of boxing. Thank you.